Right this way?
Wow.
This is a really nice hotel.
There's a hallway. Never stayed in a hotel with a hallway.
Holy.
Shit.
What is this?
Your weird ask.
A weird what?
It's the thing I asked for in your contract. He kept hounding me, and when he asked what it is, I blanked and said the room should be filled with teddy bears.
Yellow ones.
He said it was your favorite color.
My favorite color's pink.
I know it'd be more than a moment, but would we be a waste of time? I know I like it when you hold me, but do I wanna call you mine? I swear I'm not trying to lead you on. I promise I'm not lying. I don't know what I want, and I swear I've been weighing these pros and cons, but I'm still nowhere closer to saying what we're not. Do I like you, or do I like the attention? Do I like that you see me when no one else does? Do I like that it's easy to figure you out? If I can have you now, then easy's what I'm about.
Hello, my fabulous llamas. Hope you're all safe and swell. Thank you, New York. I'm the marvelous Miss Maisel, and we got the rabbi. Anyone else a fan of the show? Cannot wait for season 4. Ugh. Come on, Amazon Prime. So for today's show, I bring you a soft, glam, simple, and clean Midge Maisel look. The marvelous Miss Maisel takes place in the 1950s and early 60s. Women back then wore natural, soft, and clean looks as it was a trend back then. Midge's show makeup is a reflection of the style. So for this look, we will focus on a clean matte face, bold pink lips, and an easy, soft, peachy eye look with arched brows. Note, please add your favorite primer before you begin with foundation. If you have a primer you really like, add this first. And make sure it's one that will mattify your skin. Okay, now, Midge has had the same look since she was 12, and throughout the show, she maintains a very clean and matte face. So to help with this, I use my favorite foundation from Juvias place in the shade Bali with a dry sponge, because this allows the makeup to stay matte versus a wet sponge, which will give you more of that dewy complexion. I love this foundation because it's a velvet matte, making your skin look very soft and seamless without over drying it. In the 1950s, women wore one color eyeshadows on the lid to keep the face minimal. Mattes were the most common used eyeshadows, and the colors that were super popular were browns, greens, and violets. I'm not sure if Midge wears eyeshadow. I researched online, but they kept mentioning just a tight liquid eyeliner on the upper lash line and mascara. But I really wanted to wear some eyeshadow here, so I hope you guys don't mind the slight modification that I made. I used the Baby Got Peach palette, which has lovely coral shades in there. I decided to go for a very soft peach glam look, and I only used 3 colors to achieve this soft glam eye look. First, I used the shade Darling, which is a light peach shade, and placed this all over the lid with a flat eyeshadow brush. Remember, it's best to keep Midge's look subtle yet glam. Next, taking the shade Half Baked, which is this reddish brownish peachy shade, let's place this on the outer crease for a bit of depth with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and make sure that you use a soft hand because we don't want a harsh smoky look. Then, taking the light brown shade from my bronzer, I use this to contour the outer V portion of the eye to tie the look together, again keeping everything super soft. Next, we will use a liquid eyeliner, but remember, don't wing it. I was reading an article from Sephora where they did research on the 1950s makeup trends, and winged eyeliner wasn't as popular as I would have thought, so I was actually really surprised by that. And it was actually just a tight black line that 1950s women did to define their eyes more. And I also researched Allure magazine, where Rachel Brosnahan, the actress that plays Miss Maisel, makeup artist, actually said that she just does a tight wing on the upper lash line, keeping everything very clean and simple. And again, this gives the eyes more definition. In the 1950s, doe eyes and liners were very popular during that era. Now, I don't think contouring was a thing in the mid-1950s, but the term rouge was used to add a warm glow to the skin's complexion. It was used very sparingly though. Here I used my Too Faced bronzer to define my cheekbones just a little bit with a flat angle brush tool. I know that this is cheating, but I really wanted to just define my cheekbones a little bit, so I hope you guys don't mind that. Back then, it's really cool that blush was used to achieve this contour look that we do today. And for my cheeks, I used this soft peachy shade from the Colourpop blush line, Too Cool for School, and sparingly placed this on the apples of my cheeks. Back then, corals, pinks, and reds were mostly used. For the lips, I decided to go for a pink coral. Revlon was a very popular choice of the 50s, but for today, we're going to be using Huda Beauty's Matte Rendezvous Coral lipsticks. Bold lips were a strong element for women of the 50s. Popular shades were red, pinks, and corals. So the actress Rachel Brosnahan is a blonde in real life and uses wigs to become Midge Maisel. I was surprised. If you wouldn't have told me, I would have never guessed. So now that I have short hair, it was easy to pull her hair look. Notice how I kept my hair in a tiny bun this whole time? Well, when I release it, my hair gets really wavy, and I combed the waves with my hands to push the waves up. Also, since I suck at styling my hair, I use this rosy pink bow to put the look together to give it that retro 50s feel.
Watching every move you make, and I'll keep my guard up, lie awake, and now you've crossed that line. I'm up all night, I'm gonna sleep with one eye open.
I also ended up brushing my brows for a more polished look. Arch brows were a very big trend of the 1950s makeup routine.
Smoke, you laughed, but now the joke's on you. Look closely where you step. Look right and
As for the outfit choices, I went with this crochet pink dress I got from SHEIN because, again, Midge's favorite color is pink, and when she says that famous line, "We got the rabbi," she's wearing this color block of mauve pink tone shades. So I thought this went really perfectly with this look, and I'm just wearing some black flats from Tory Burch that I've had forever. So I really thought that this gave it that Upper West Side 1950s vibe or back then. Other outfits you can do for Midge Maisel is just think soft glam, retro, blacks, because she wears black dresses for when she does her stand-up comedy shows. Also, something else I love that they do on the show is a lot of color blocking. Hope you llamas enjoyed this soft glam look, and don't forget to watch The Marvelous Miss Maisel on Amazon Prime. I truly recommend it. It is such a great show.